everybody, my name is Jennifer Bailey. I currently serve as the Advocacy and Solidarity Coordinator for the North American region of WSCF. In my other life, I'm a third-year Master's of Divinity student at Vanderbilt University Divinity School, where I am studying the intersection of the Black church and religion, gender, and sexuality studies in the church. I just got ordained, so I'm Reverend Jen, which is still a little weird, but really enjoying pursuing my call. And I think part of that work has been going on trips like the one that I've had the honor and privilege to be a part of over the past week, overcoming violence in the Middle East. To be honest with you, before this trip, my only knowledge of the Middle East as a region was what I saw on CNN and what I saw on Fox News, on MSNBC. It was removed. I knew that the United States, my home country, had a big presence in this region of the world, but I didn't know much about the nuances of what was going on. That being said, my trip to Palestine blew my mind and completely forced me to rethink not only the Middle East as a region, but my own way of consuming information. And I think it's through building relationships with my brothers and sisters from other regions around the around the Middle East, not the United States, that I've begun to remember the power of stories to be transformational. It's only in the telling of untold stories that revolutions can begin. And what I'm seeing here is the beginning of a theological, ecumenical revolution of young people who are coming together in really powerful ways, despite ethnic differences, despite national boundaries, to build a theology of love. And that theology of love is best expressed through our collective action together. So I feel encouraged, I feel excited. I know that I can take what I've learned back not only to my school but to my church and speak confidently, because I'm not just talking about an issue on the TV, I'm not just talking about something way over there, but I'm talking about my friend Yasmina, or I'm talking about my friend Arish, who are Palestinian Christians who every day live in apartheid structures, who are limited in terms of what they can do professionally and educationally just because of where they were born. And being African American, that resonates really deeply with me. My mom was the first integrated class in her high school. She grew up in a segregated area of the country where people told her she wasn't good enough to drink from the same water fountain. So it's because of her, because of my grandmother, it's because of people like Yasmina and Arish that I'm here.
So what do you hope for the future? What do you hope WSCF can do?
Well, I'm really excited that this is happening right before our General Assembly in August. I think we have the potential to really become a leading voice, a leading moral voice. I think that's one of the things that organizations like WSCF can offer the world, is really a type of moral persuasion and authority, right? Appealing to the very hearts and minds of people, particularly in Western nations who identify as Christian, and we're able to frame this movement in a way that says, hey, I'm a Christian, I know that the ethic of Jesus is one that is prophetic, it is one that is based in love and peace, and the best way to create love and peace in the Middle East is by taking action and calling out truth to power. And in this instance, calling out truth to power means talking explicitly about the human rights violations that are happening all over this region. I hope we get some stuff passed at General Assembly, and more than anything, I think coming from North America, I'm hoping to bring other students back here to have the same type of transformative experience that I've had.
What do you think you were forced to rethink?
My own prejudices. I've grown up with friends from, all different backgrounds, but when you are conditioned to believe that a particular people or a particular region of the world is evil and your enemy. 9/11 was my first week of high school, and ever since then, even though I resisted categorizing all people from the Middle East or all people who were Muslim as evil or bad, when you hear it every day, it still seeps in subconsciously into the way that you frame the world, into the way that you interact with others. And so I believe that, as important as it is for us to learn things, it's also important for us to unlearn things. So this process has been one of both learning through coming and seeing the conditions that are happening on the ground, and really hearing my brothers and sisters from other chapters throughout the Middle East region talk about the challenges they face every day, and unlearning some of the really awful, sexist, classist, you name it, perceptions that I had about the Middle East as a region.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Hi everybody that was here. I miss you. Mwah.